What's up, and welcome to the Phillips Film Baby Journey. I am Requill. For those of you who do not know, and to my loyal subscribers, mwah, welcome back. Newbies, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you're going to want to be a part of this family. I bring new videos every Sunday, and I have not missed one in over a year and a half. Well, I haven't missed one period because every Sunday I've been bringing them, but this channel has been around for about a year and a half. This week, since we still under stay-at-home orders here in Dallas, Texas because of the coronavirus pandemic, I figured it would be a good time for y'all to get to know me a little bit better. Y'all tune in to me regularly if you're part of the fam. But it's a lot of stuff about me that you don't know, and for these newbies, this is going to be a good introductory to who I am and why you should be watching and following and subscribing to this channel because I'm a ball of fun. Hence this Afro puff I got going on, honey. I feel like Lady of Rage back in the day. I rock rough and stuff with my Afro puff. It was puffs, but I just got one, so singular. This is something new. So first thing y'all gonna know, I'm not about that natural life really. It's kind of my default because when I got pregnant with my daughter, I decided I didn't want to relax my hair, and we just been rocking for about almost August of 2018 is the last time I had a relaxer. So I've got a good amount of new growth. Yeah. So we try a little something new. I do plan to actually go natural because I'm not going to put a relaxer or anything like that in my daughter's hair. So I got to be about that life too. So she can't be like, but mama, why your hair straight and why you doing X, Y, and Z? But I gotta, be around here embracing the love of my kinks. I gotta do the same. So this is the process for me too. But we gonna work through it. I think it's kind of cute. I mean, it's different, but we working. So I have not done the big chop yet. Like I got my straight ends pinned to the back of this big puff, but like you see, I got a lot of hair that's not relaxed thanks to getting pregnant. Because you know that when you're pregnant, your hair it grows. Second thing about me, let's see here. I think I'm a pretty good driver. My husband gonna disagree, but I think I'm a better driver than he is at least. But I failed my driving test not once, not twice, but three freaking times. But the first time when I would take my test, I told everybody that I was gonna take my test. I was about to get my license, and womp womp, I failed. Second time, I was so confident again, like, oh man, it was just a fluke. Like I got it. Second time, still womp womp. Third time, I didn't tell nobody. And I was just like, because I don't want to be embarrassed again when everybody kept asking, did I pass or not? And I had to say, mind your damn business. And so in Ohio, if you fail your test 4 times, you have to wait 6 months to take your test again. So I was on the tip number 4. So like I was sweating bullets like, child, please, please, please let me pass today. And luckily I passed by the skin of my damn teeth. Parallel parking was giving me the blues. So you had these cones you had to drive between and park and stuff. And so I knocked that over like the second and third time. The first time I felt because I was speeding in the school zone. Yeah. I have grown to love my name. Requill is a very unique name. I think my mama meant to name me Requill because I'm supposedly named after somebody who used to be on the radio back in the day. And I'm pretty sure her name was Requill and not Requill. But I, I've since learned to embrace it because, it's a unique name for a unique person. But when I go to pick up food or if I meet somebody, if I don't feel like being bothered, you said what? What I said now? When I don't feel like being bothered, my fake name is Monique. That is my middle name. So when I'm out with people and they're like, let's say we go to Chipotle or something, they ask, well, what's the name on your order? Monique, and everybody turn look like, who the heck is Monique? Because I don't feel like kind of telling people how to spell Requill. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's my fake name. I have filed for bankruptcy. So I have a, pretty good life. I'm not out here balling all like that. But I mean, me and my husband do pretty well for ourselves. We both got great credit. We live in, a very nice home. We can drive whatever cars we want, but we try to be responsible financially. We got a whole baby out here we still paying for from IVF. No, that ain't nothing new if you watch the channel. Y'all know what that we had that baby. And it costs a lot of money, 20 racks. But when I was 15, I was just so eager to drive that when my friend who had no license but had a car asked me if I wanted to drive, I said yes. And we're going 50 miles an hour down a street, and she tells me I need to turn right. Me being an inexperienced driver, I did not slow them brakes down enough for that turn, and I crashed into a car that was sitting at the stop sign ready to turn out. Now that is it. That accident was a defining moment in my life for several reasons, because a lot of stuff changed, um, and I'm very remorseful for the damage that I caused. But when I turned 18, they sued me. So I got sued for like $35,000, like literally like the day after I turned 18, like papers came in the mail like, yeah, we're gonna need you to run us that money. I'm 18. I just got out of high school, just out of college. I don't have that type of money. So I had to file bankruptcy. Um, so yeah, I started off my credit all up in the gutter, baby. But luckily, since I was so young, it gave me enough time to rebuild my credit to, because I got good credit, great, amazing credit now. But it's all thanks to me having to have crappy credit when I was younger. But my granddad co-signed on my first place so I could still move out. I didn't have to buy a car through a dealership because I bought a car from my grandmother. So stuff that you would typically need credit for at that age, my family came through and helped me with. But child, I wouldn't be able to get jack with that bankruptcy. I am actually a survivor of domestic violence. I don't talk about it a lot because I don't want people, to be, woe was me. But to anybody who's out there in a situation, you need to get out. It's not gonna get no better. If he put his hands on you once, he's gonna put his hands on you again. And I feel as though just seeing some stuff in my childhood that transpired between couples, it made me initially believe that this was normal. But then I realized that's not normal. It's not normal behavior for someone to be emotionally abusive to you or physically abusive to you. So get out, run now, and don't look back. Six. I I technically ran a marathon. Yeah, I know I'm a little fluffy, and I embrace all my curves, after having my baby. And my husband gonna argue with me because he's actually run a marathon and an ultra marathon, which was like 31.2 miles. My marathon, it was a relay. So I only had to really run a 5K because I only had to run 3 miles, but it was part of a marathon. So on my bucket list, run a marathon is crossed off because ain't no way I'm getting out there to run that 26.1. Me and my husband actually auditioned for The Amazing Race when we first started dating. It was absolutely horrible and we didn't get picked, but it was a fun experience. I've been skydiving. Um, for my husband's 30th birthday, I surprised him and took him skydiving because that was something that he told me was on his bucket list. He was just trying to impress me and say something that I thought would be like, oh, that's awesome, that's cool. But see, don't tell me nothing like that. Oh, you want to go skydiving? I made it happen. And it was the most exhilarating experience of my life. Once you jump out of a plane, you be like, baby, I can do anything. I feel like I can fight a lion. There's no fear to do anything because if you willingly jump out of an airplane 10,000 miles. Hold on, is that or is it feet? I don't know. We was way up there, but I willingly jumped out the plane and landed safely, and that let me know that I could do anything. So I got a whole pool in my backyard that I love to chill in. The shallow end because the deep end go to 8 feet, or is it not? 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it's 8 feet deep. Your girl can't swim. Legacy, my daughter, we got her in swim. We had her in swim lessons. With this whole coronavirus going on, the school is shut down, and I don't know if we'll enroll her back when it does open. But my baby gonna know how to swim because I've taken swim lessons several times. Tragic, I know, right? And I still can't swim. hopefully, my husband swims like a fish, so hopefully my baby gets her father's genes, and she like the next, she the female Michael Phelps or something in the water. Even though I've traveled to a lot of different places, we went to Paris for my baby moon. We went to Rio de Janeiro for our honeymoon. I mean, we've been a lot of little cool places, but my absolute favorite place that I've been was the beach in Bahamas. I am a beach girl through and through. I love how serene and crystal clear that water is. So that is where I love to be for vacation. Not any place in the world that I've currently been. Now, my dream trip is to Australia because once again, I'm a beach girl and I feel like that'll be a good one to go to. Um, and they speak English. So yeah, that's where my dream trip is. So I guess it's like a bonus. I think that was like 11. Hopefully that give y'all a little bit more insight into who I am and let y'all know what type of person y'all gonna be watching and following on this YouTube channel. And if you need some more in-depth explanations about any of these items I just told y'all about, put it below because I'm open and doing story times. Normally my channel is focused on infertility and motherhood and vlogs and some hauls because y'all be knows, y'all be liking to see what I be buying. Y'all gonna see that next week because I got a grocery haul and a liquor haul coming up. But since I ain't been out in these streets really doing much, this is what y'all get this week. Y'all get to know me and I get to know y'all. Until next week, remember your miracle's on the way.